We're here today with Megan Szanik from Espy Experience in Inglewood. Megan, thank you for being here today.
Oh, I'd love to hang out with you anytime VR and on camera is even more fun.
I know, right? So how long has Espy been here in Inglewood?
Well, the answer might surprise people because people think we're new and they're just now discovering it, but it's actually 7 years. We opened up our first store in 2009 in a smaller location. We moved into our location here and then in the art block in 2011 in August.
Wow.
And we're ready to expand again. It's a really exciting time for the business.
That's fantastic. And those of us who are friends of Espy and have been shopping here since day one, and I remember the other location. It was a really small, cool little old house. It was so great. But this is quite the experience because it's far larger. You've got men's and women's. Talk to us a little bit about your philosophy on the clothing and the size and all of that.
Well, so much about fashion is helping someone feel good, and so many times what we need to do is we need to change what people see, not the way they actually look. And sometimes to do that for a woman or a man is to give them something that fits them amazingly. If the guy is 6'7" and he's never had jeans long enough and he's never had a shirt long enough, when you give him that shirt and he puts that on, like I've seen tears in their eyes. When you take that woman that's a difficult shape and you give her something that makes her feel like such a lady, those are the moments that I live for. Those are the moments that my stylists live for, because those little tiny things can change somebody's life, and then their entire outlook is different, and how they treat their kids and how they treat their boss and how they treat their husband and all their relationships in their life totally change because they feel good about themselves. I always use that philosophy. Sometimes you'll see like a 10 out of 10 guy, right, BR, and he is with a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
And you are just like, I don't get it. And I'm going to tell you the slant on that is because she oozes confidence. She loves herself. And it's same as opposite with a man that really oozes confidence and does that attracting. And what we really try and do with every single client is help them love themselves as they are. They don't need to lose weight. They don't need to change this. They just need to love themselves as they are. And sometimes when we just pull back the shade and show them who they are just by having a great fitting pair of jeans or a great shirt, that's what happens.
I love that. I love that. And it really is about finding something for yourself today. Because the truth is, we all have to get up tomorrow morning and put something on our bodies.
Well, that's the thing. And I'm sure you as a stylist as well hear this all the time. As soon as I lose 10 pounds.
Always.
And you know what? F that.
Yeah.
Really, what we need to do is dress like we're 10 pounds thinner. And fashion, as you may know, smoke and mirrors. It's this game that we play, and it's all about how we feel on the inside. And so we take a different approach to fashion. Yes, you're going to find amazing trend in here. If the trend is in, I'm going to have it. But I'm not going to shove it down your throat because that trend does not look good in every body type. And I very specifically buy for each and every body type for men and for women.
That is such a good lesson. Now, having said that, I know that here at Espy you carry many different sizes, and most people don't believe me when I tell them the size range that you actually carry.
Well, for ladies, we go from a double, extra small, all the way up to a 3X. And that's about size 18 for ladies. So from your double 0 to your size 18. Different brands, of course, and different things how they fit. For denim, we go from a size 24 or 23 jean all the way up to a size 22 plus. And then on the men's side, we go from an extra small men's, like really mini cutes, to like that really tall 4 extra large. I have a 5 extra large in some brands. So in men's denim, I go from a size 27 jean all the way up to a 42. And we go inseams from 32 to 36, and in some cases I have 38s. We really try and specialize. I mean, I've got some Ted Baker shoes in right now that I have ordered to size 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So although we think about boutique shopping as exclusive, it's actually a whole lot more inclusive, in my opinion, because of the size range that you carry. But you also mentioned a little bit about designer. Talk to me about the designers and the brands that you carry.
Well, we're very specific in our designers. I have an absolute love for Canadian fashion. I really believe that we should be exporting our creativity and our design and not just our natural resources. And so 50% of what's in our store is Canadian designed. And of that 50%, another 50% is made in Canada. So we really like to have a great mix. That's really important to me. The other thing that's really important too in our merchandising mix is price. I mean, you can get a $20 top in here or you can get a $200 top in here. And I think that's something that people, when they turn over the tag and they see 49 bucks, they go, huh? And I'm very specific, right? I really want to make sure that everybody can have that experience in the shop, no matter what their budget is. And that, I think, makes it really inclusive for everybody.
I love that. And I think, again, when people get to know the Espy experience and they understand the brands and the cost, they're going to become regulars like the rest of us.
Well, I mean, and that's what we always expect. And people will basically bring their friends in. She's never been here before. She needs jeans. She needs this. And that's really the best thing that can do. It's word of mouth. It's how service happens. And the service thing for me is so huge. every single stylist that works here loves to make people feel good. It's in them. And if you look at the length of time the staff has stayed, we have staff that have been here since 2011. So our average age of staff here is over 3 years. And it's a real testament to the fact that they love their jobs, they love their customers, and they love this kind of environment where it's all welcoming, it's inclusive, it's not snobby, it's just, you're a part of our family. And Espy is an experience because you feel it every time. You just feel good and you don't know why. And it's just the way that we're treating everybody around here. And I feel very proud of what we've created here together.
Absolutely. And I even find coming in today, all familiar faces, which I love, because then I can walk in and go, oh, hey, and feel like you're at home. Absolutely. Now, talk to me about the difference between your staff and how you train them, and the fact that they're actually stylists versus just having, someone come and be a body to take, part in the store.
Well, in order to really do their jobs, they need to be able to dress any kind of body. So when that gal comes in and she might be a little bit more square, or she could be a little bit hippier, or we could compare her to any kind of fruit, she needs to be able to understand how to put clothes on that human and how to make that human feel good. So each and every person here is a natural at that. You know how you always had that friend that you always went to and you asked?
Yeah.
They're a natural. But then what we do is we take them through an entire styling process from A to Z, men's and women's, how we're dressing this tall, skinny guy, how we're dressing this. And the product becomes very important. We're very specific on how we buy the product, and the stylists know the product like the back of their hands. Like, they know, I have this for this girl who's might have a larger chest, or this is great for the girl that's like this. But it's really important that they have that knowledge. I've got 2 people that have been to fashion design, 3 people that have been to fashion school, fashion merchandising. So we definitely have some great hires that loved fashion from the beginning and knew that they wanted to do in fashion, but didn't know what they wanted to do. And Espy has been a place where they've been able to grow and just become better versions of themselves and learn the business inside and out. And our tenure, like, we've had people moving on to Nordstrom's, people moving on to Aritzia, people opening their own businesses. And again, very proud of that fact, because fashion, none of us are naked. Fashion is an industry that is constantly growing. And I think that there's a whole new thing, like that who made my clothes, right? And so we're able to tell you who made your clothes. That's DeSoto from Germany. This is what happened. This is Luc Fontaine from Montreal. And we tell you all of that, so you can actually connect with what you're wearing. And that's something that we're seeing more and more. We're researching more. We're doing more. And we're making better decisions when we're shopping.
I love that. I love that. Now, besides all this great clothing, size range, Canadian content designers, we've got shoes, accessories, coming out of the yin yang, all kinds of great stuff. So I've had the Espy experience. Have you? I suggest you come down and get it. Megan, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks, BR.